talked about the defense and rebounding, and it seemed like the message might have been more tough for you guys to us than at any point in the season. How did that hit when you guys heard it in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, he obviously wasn't happy. Offensive rebounds, I think, were obviously a big issue tonight. I thought our initial point of attack defensively, I thought for the most part we're fine, we're solid, and just got to finish possession. So he's just trying to build us up. We got bigger and better things hopefully on the horizon, and these type of performances down the stretch here, and hopefully into the playoffs just won't get it done. And so he'll let us know. He's not wrong, but at the end of the day, a win's a win.
Well, was it a little surprising to hear, given, there was a lot of atmosphere, and Fox goes off in the fourth quarter. It seemed like the team was in a good mood. Was it kind of surprising to come back and get that message from him?
He expects the best out of us. He has all year. You could feel it in the game. Obviously, those possessions, there was more than one where it just felt like we couldn't get a rebound. And so he expects the best. Like I said, there's bigger and better things hopefully on the horizon for us, and he's just making sure that we don't hold ourselves back from getting there.
Kevin, is there a different level of accountability this season than any time in your career?
For sure, yeah, for sure.
You feel it from Mike all the time. I mean, does that wear on you guys ever, or you guys just kind of take it in stride and try to get better every day?
No, I mean it's now that's the culture. There's no excuses. Like maybe it was a shock in the first month or two of the season, and then it's one of those things like that's how he coaches. It's he's going to stay honest. We're going to get better over the course of the year. He's making sure that we continue to learn and get better. We're still a young team, and now that's the expectation. It's we know what our days look like, our schedules look like, what film session is going to be like. We know when we're, lack of a better word, we know we're fucking up. But he's going to let us know.
Can you
notice
longer, go ahead.
Longer conversation, Kevin, but when it comes to Mike and his credibility and the fact that you guys are obviously listening, how has he gotten that to a point to where that doesn't fall on deaf ears?
It was really from the start of training camp. It was he's on the first guys. He's on Fox and Domas just as much as he's on Keon and Nimi when they come up. There's an accountability that is 1 through 15 or 17, and so everybody else. I think there's a collective buy-in when you see that.
Right.
Do you think that he was calling out even guys like that to hold you all accountable as player to player? Do you feel like you guys have a good enough chemistry bond, if you will, to hear that from other players as well?
Yeah, we do. Our leaders do a good job of doing that. HB is very vocal. Domas is very vocal. Foxmore is just leading, on the court, and he's vocal when he needs to be. But we're good in this locker room. Even with Mike, we're walking out of here with our heads high. We know that we got some things to work on, but that's where we are. We're not 2 seed in the West because Mike is telling us how great we are every day. It's we're continuing to try to get better.
Yeah, and then when you look at obviously their offensive rebounding, do you realize it in the moment, or does it take a film session to really look at what they were doing? Do you see, was it just the way the ball bounced, or did you see a lot of opportunity?
Yeah, it was, you can feel it in the moment. There was a couple of possessions where they got 3 or 4 in the same possession, and just got to do better. Got to box out. Got to be there for one another, and continue to try to finish possessions any way we can.
Fox's numbers in the fourth quarter been talked about a lot, but you guys have been one of the best fourth quarter teams in the league too. Just what do you make of that, even aside from maybe Fox's individual performances?
I think it starts with him just literally imposing his will. It's any one-on-one matchup he's attacking. He's attacking downhill every single possession, and teams have to stop that first. And he's so good of a player that a lot of times teams can't. At some point they got to double. There's been a couple teams that have doubled this year, and that opens it up for everybody else. But for him, it's just being aggressive, super aggressive downhill, making other teams adjust to him.